بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على سيد المرسلين وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين أما بعد وعن جابر رضي الله تعالى عنه قال سمعت النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم يقول قبل أن يموت بشهر تسألوني عن الساعة وإنما علمها عند الله وأقسم بالله ما على الأرض بالنفس منفوسة يأتي عليها 100 سنة وهي حية يومئذ رواه مسلم أو كما قال عليه الصلاة والسلام. Jabir radiallahu ta'ala anhu narrated that I have heard Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam saying 1 month before Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam passed away. I have heard him saying that you people are asking me about Qiyamat, about an hour. Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam said that its ilm and its knowledge, it is by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam said that I take an oath of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that onto the earth, anybody who is living today, any living human being onto the earth who are present today, to them 100 years will come and not a single one of them will be alive. Very interesting hadith sharif. Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam said that I take an oath of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that people who are alive onto the earth today, 100 years will not pass and not a single person from them will be alive. Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam took an oath. Now if you remember that yesterday we were talking about from this chapter that Sahib Mishkat rahmatullah alayh, he said 2 things he has brought into the title of the chapter, that Qiyamat is very near. 1. Second, that whoever dies, his Qiyamat has taken place. So from there, ulama, they divided that Qiyamat, there are 3 types. One is small, one is middle, and one is the biggest one. Yesterday we discussed that person dies, that is small Qiyamat. One age, one period, one era, when it passes, then that is middle Qiyamat. And when the biggest destruction day will come, that will be the greatest, the biggest. So here, this hadith sharif, 2 things. Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, very interesting hadith sharif. Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said 1 month before he passed away. 1 month before he passed away, he said first that you all kept on asking me when Qiyamat will come, when Qiyamat will come. First thing Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, the certain ilm is by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said into the Quran, Inna Allaha indahu ilmus sa'a. Allah has the knowledge of the Qiyamat. Besides Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, no one knows exact timing of the Qiyamah. That's why yesterday we were discussing that something used to happen, إِذَا فَزِعَهُ أَمْرٌ صَلَّى. Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, when something frightening was taking place, immediately Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam will rush towards salat. Making ruju ila Allah, turning to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah is Allah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is Allah. No one compel Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala yaf'alu ma yasha. Whatever He wants to do, He does it. He is not obligated to anybody. Yaf'alu ma yasha wa yurid. Whatever He wants to do, He does it. So anything used to happen, Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam will rush towards salat, thinking sometime that who knows, Allah, if Allah decides now to bring Qiyamat, Allah can bring it. Can anyone question Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? No. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that certain knowledge of the Qiyamah is by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is the first answer Nabi Sallallahu gave here. And then, it comes into the hadith of Jibreel. Jibreel alayhi salatu wasalam comes. Umar radiallahu ta'ala explains that very lengthy hadith shareef. He said, we are sitting with Nabi Sallallahu and congregation of Sahaba, and suddenly one person comes. He is very nicely dressed with such a white clothes, that very pure, very white. His hairs are very black, and he comes very nicely black, and he comes and he is appearing very fresh. And as he comes, he approaches. He said, he comes, Nabi Sallallahu is sitting like that. He comes and he places his knees with the knees Mubarak of Nabi Sallallahu. And then he asks, we have gone through this riwayat many times, lengthy riwayat, very inclusive and very conclusive riwayat. Very inclusive and very conclusive riwayat. And this riwayat also, if you will bear with me for some time, very interesting hadith sharif. Ulama, they have explained many things under this riwayat. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us such that whatever we understand, Allah make us understand through authentic riwayat and through your Quran. Through authentic ahadith sharifa and through your Quran. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, give us such time and life. So, Jibreel alayhi salatu wasalam comes. Umar radiallahu ta'ala doesn't know that he is Jibreel. He comes and he sits with Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and then he asks, what is Islam? What is Iman? What is Ihsan? He asked about Islam, Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam gave answer. He asked about Iman, Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam gave answer. He asked about Ihsan, what is an excellence? And Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam gave an answer. And then he asked, Mata Sa'a, when is the Qiyamat? Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, Mal mas'ul anha bi'alama min as-sa'il. Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said that, the person who is asking and person who is being asked, they are same. When it comes to the time of Qiyamah, both of them don't know. You don't know, I don't know. And then he asked, what are the signs of Qiyamah? Nabi Sallallahu narrated the signs of Qiyamah. And then he went. After he went, Nabi Sallallahu asked. Umar radiallahu ta'ala narrates this hadith sharif. Very famous hadith sharif. Comes into all authentic books of hadith sharif. Nabi Sallallahu asked Umar radiallahu ta'ala, do you know who he was? So, he said, I don't know. Nabi Sallallahu said he was Jibreel alayhi salatu wasalam. He came to teach your deen. So it shows that he must have this, Jibreel alayhi salatu wasalam kept coming to Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. He brought revelation. But this coming of him, it must be by the end of Nubuwwat. Before Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam departed. Because, in a nutshell, he asked everything about Islam. So there also Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, like you don't know when Qiyamah will come, I don't know when Qiyamah will come. So that is what first Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said. That I don't know, you don't know. No one knows. Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, only Allah knows. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Inna Allah indahu ilmus sa'a. Only Allah has the knowledge of Qiyamah. One thing. Second thing, Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, very interestingly, and this sentence, second sentence, it indicates towards that middle Qiyamah. That one age pass, then that passing of that age also is like a small Qiyamah. It's a middle Qiyamah. So Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam took an oath. And Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said that I take an oath, whoever are alive now, after 100 years, none of them will be alive. Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam taking an oath. From this sentence, ulama expanded, They have brought many subjects into the discussion. And, that is what we need to be very careful of. See, to seek attention and to make profile, that is in human nature. That is in human nature. So, one subject that, there has been some people in our history after Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam that they kept on claiming that he is Sahabi. Nauzubillah. There are some people, if you don't know, I don't want to mention the name because I'm just trying to, bring you that conclusion of the ulama that there was some people. And they used to come out with such an interesting stories. And I have been saying from some time that before maybe we may have discussed something which were not an authentic. We we ask, oh Allah, forgive us. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that, oh Allah, till we die, keep us drowned into authentic ilm. Nothing is superior and greater than authentic ilm. Even ilm has superiority over ibadat. So, because to be sahabi, it's very virtuous honor. Everybody, human, they have two types of favors from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. One, that you work on it and you achieve. And one, it is gifted by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Like nubuwwat, it is gifted by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Somebody becomes very, very pious and very holy and does not do sinning for 1 second from the time of maturity till he dies, and thinks that my piety one day will make me profit. No. Allahu a'lamu haythu yaj'alu risalatahu. Only Allah knows who to pick for prophethood. Exactly on the same way, to be sahabi, it is also selection of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Abdullah ibn Mas'ud radiyallahu ta'ala used to say that ikhtarahumullahu ta'ala li suhbati nabiyhi. He said, abarrun nasi quluban. People, when it comes to piety, they have the most piety heart-wise. Wa a'maqun nasi ilman. When it comes to ilm, they have the deepest ilm. وَأَقَلُّهُمْ تَكَلُّفًا. And when it comes to act and fabricate, this hadith sharif, if we don't go into the lengthy discussion, the conclusion I want to come to, that we are now approaching that time, that there will be so many fabrications to tempt you, to deceive you, to cheat you. We should become such that we should turn to Allah that, if I have £1 million and if it was going to happen that someone wants to deceive me in my £1 million, it can happen. But in my deed, no one can deceive me. Make that dua. Make that dua. Till we die, make that dua that, oh Allah, when it comes to my deed, even if someone can deceive me in my property, my wealth, my materials, whatever can happen, that should also not happen. La yullagul mu'minu min juhri marratayn, Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said. That believer cannot be beaten twice by the same hole. Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam taught us. I'm not encouraging you to be deceived, but I'm trying to, conclude to one message, that we are approaching such time, that we will be taken for a ride when it comes to the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We will be cheated when it comes to the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We will be deceived when it comes to the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So make dua that, oh Allah, whatever can happen, let me breathe my last, that no one can cheat me or deceive me into the one dot of Quran and Sunnah. One dot of Quran and Sunnah. So Abdullah ibn Mas'ud radiyallahu ta'ala used to say about Sahaba, aqalluhum takallufan. Very decisive quality. That when it comes to act and fabricate, they were far from that. قُلْ مَا أَسْأَلُكُمْ عَلَيْهِ مِنْ أَجْرٍ وَمَا أَنَا مِنَ الْمُتَكَلِّفِينَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that, tell them, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said into the Quran, to the Nabi of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that tell them that I do not expect any reward from you. So, see, this is the quality. Whoever stands onto the platform of deen, he wants nothing. He doesn't want respect from you. He doesn't want no reward from you. He doesn't want appreciation from you. Ma as'alukum alayhi min ajrin. I want nothing. Wama ana min al-mutakallifin. And I am not from those who act and fabricate. Today, we are living in such a time. Everybody, ulama and awam and khawas and everybody, we are living in such a time that I am acting what I am not. And when it comes to Sahaba, this has been said by Allah to Nabi of Allah, that you tell them that I don't want no reward and I do not act and fabricate. I have no takalluf. That is what Abdullah ibn Mas'ud radiyallahu anhu said about Sahaba. That Sahaba aqalluhum takallufan. They had no takalluf. They said whatever happened. Don't we hear many ahadith sharifa that Sahabi narrate that I used to commit the silly mistake and Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam corrected me. If it was me and you, we will just narrate the half thing. We will not narrate that, no, it was my shortcoming. Today unfortunately that tendency is also growing, that everybody narrates only his virtue. No, Sahaba, they used to narrate that, no, we were doing that, and Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam brought us from that wrong to this right, from that jahiliyyat to this haqiqat, from that ill quality to this correct quality of Quran and Sunnah. That is what's up. And then at the end, Abdullah ibn Mas'ud radiyallahu anhu said that whom ashabu Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they were Sahaba of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, ikhtarahum Allah ta'ala li suhbati nabiyhi. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had selected them for the suhbat of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So Sahabi is also, it is being, it is the selection of Allah. No one can become Sahabi by his own commitment, by his own efforts, by his own struggle, by his own piety, by his own ilm, by his own mujahada. No one can become Sahabi. No one can become Sahabi. So Sahabi, it's a selection of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And now after Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, till the day of Qiyamah, no one will become Sahabi no one will become Sahabi. Sahaba is only Sahaba of Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. No one will become. So when people came to know that Sahabi, it is such a virtuous thing. So they fabricated things, and they said that my age is 150 years. So I was there into the time. Maybe that brother knows who I am talking about. Some of them said, there was one person from India, Ratan Hindi. He claimed that I am 600 years of age. 600 years. And he used to say that I was there into the time of Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And sometime, in our speeches also, many things about them will be going to mention Fadilat of Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. No, we do not rely onto any fabrication. So depending on this hadith sharif, ulama and muhaddisin, they came to conclude that anybody makes these types of claim, these are the false claim. These are the false claim, because Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam taking an oath that, and Jabir radiyallahu anhu, I was going to talk about Khidr also and Ilyas alayhi salatu wasalam, because ulama, they have discussed under this hadith sharif about the life of Khidr alayhi salatu wasalam. Khidr alayhi salatu wasalam, and there is again debate about him, that whether he is Nabi or not, he is Prophet or not. And one of the safest conclusions that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has appointed him onto the affairs of taqween. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had appointed him onto the affairs of taqween. And if you don't understand taqween, very simple. We hear that story. It is being narrated by Quran. Musa alayhi salatu wasalam in his gathering, and no one can think ill about Nabi. Musa alayhi salatu wasalam was just asked that who possessed the most knowledge. So Musa alayhi salatu wasalam didn't say out of any pride or anything. He just said because he was the Nabi of the time, and he was from the Ulul Azmi Minar Rusul. Our Quran has talked about Musa alayhi salatu wasalam more than any other Nabi. Even more than Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam is not being mentioned that many times. How many times Musa alayhi salatu wasalam is being mentioned? One of the pious Salaf into the time of Imam Ghazali rahmatullah, he used to say that looks like that Quran is being revealed, or Quran has come down just to talk about Musa alayhi salatu wasalam. That's how great Nabi he was. So that's why when he was asked that who possessed most knowledge, so not for pride, he just said I. So Allah subhanahu, Hasanatul Abrar, Sayyiatul Muqarrabi. Those who are very dearer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Even when it comes to mustahab and when it comes to adab, if they commit something, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala discipline them. So, Anbiya alayhi salatu wasalam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala disciplined them. So now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wanted to discipline Musa alayhi salatu wasalam. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, okay, you said you possess most knowledge. So he said, no, you go, prepare your lunch box with fish and go and travel, and where, the sign where you will get this fish missing, that is the place you will meet one of our servant, one of our banda. He possessed more knowledge than you. So he went with Yusha ibn Nun alayhi salatu wasalam. We went into Jordan. We went to one grave. And Ibn Taymiyyah rahmatullah alayhi used to say that when it comes to where Nabi Sallallahu is resting, Hazrat Abu Bakr radiallahu ta'ala is resting, Hazrat Umar radiallahu ta'ala is resting, and Isa alayhi salatu wasalam will come down and he will rest. He will lead natural life, and then he will meet natural death, and he will be resting there. Ibn Taymiyyah rahmatullah, he's saying, said beside these graves, wherever we talk about the graves, none of them are authentic, according to him. So let me pass that first. And so we went to one of the graves there in Jordan, and it was said that it is Yusha ibn Nun alayhi salatu wasalam. Yusha ibn Nun, he was the khadim of Musa alayhi salatu wasalam. So Musa alayhi salatu wasalam, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, said that go to that appointed place and you will meet one of our servants. He possessed more knowledge. So Musa alayhi salatu wasalam went with Yusha ibn Nun. He was his khadim. They went there, and after some journey, Musa alayhi salatu wasalam asked that we are hungry, bring that fish into our lunch box. So Yusha ibn Nun alayhi salatu wasalam said that where we had broken our journey some time ago, that is when I saw that fish became alive and went into the ocean. Now on this point also, I wanted to discuss some things, that in our life, sometimes some mysterious things happen. And when they happen, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us such vision according to Quran and Sunnah, that sometimes, some things, they have messages like, yesterday we were talking about dreams. That you see some dreams and you see some of your beloveds. Some people see Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Some people see different beloveds. And in that dream, something, is being said to you. Some good message. Some message towards Amal. Or you are being called to Makkah Mukarramah, Madinah Munawwara, Haramain al-Sharifain. So, the ulama who are authentic, they say that, it's from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But sometimes, somebody was very, very dearer in your life. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, through some angels or through some His divine system, sending you message, and you see that beloved in your dream, and He is giving you that message. It becomes very effective, and it brings change in your life. So some mysterious things happen. Maybe some other time. I wanted to say something about Makkah Mukarramah into the Mataf and into Madinah Munawwara. Maybe if Allah give life, some other time. Or make dua that may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala call us there again and again. With love and iman and muhabbat and marifat. Before now, things are changing rapidly. Things are changing rapidly, and sometimes, you fear that it must not happen that we are being deprived from the Haramain al-Sharifain. It must not happen that we are being deprived from Masjid al-Aqsa. We were talking about Khizr alayhi salatu wasalam and Ilyas alayhi salatu wasalam. Where too, I wanted to talk something about Masjid al-Aqsa and some mysterious things from Khidr and Ilyas alayhi salatu wasalam. But may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us some time. Let me finish only this one. So Musa alayhi salatu wasalam asked that where is that our lunch box? I'm hungry. So he said, that place where we broke our journey, that place, that fish became alive and went into the ocean. Now, Quran narrates this. And this is also mysterious. Based on Quranic mysterious. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us such imani, Qurani and Sunnati vision that till the day of Qiyamah, we try to understand ishara of his mashiyat and mansha of his mahbub sallallahu alaihi wasallam, of nobody else. Ishara of his mashiyat and mansha of his nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So Musa alayhi salatu wasallam said that let's get back to where that happened. They went and they found one person there. They made salam to one another. And Musa alayhi salatu wasalam requested that, can I join you? So as soon as they joined, I will finish in 1 or 2 minutes. As soon as they joined, they were into the boat and they saw one bird was picking some water from the ocean. So that person asked Musa alayhi salatu wasalam that, do you know how much water is being taken by this bird? He said, just 1 or 2 drops. He said, do you know what is the relevance between that water and the water of the whole ocean? He said, there is no match. Ocean is ocean, few drops. So he said to Musa alayhi salatu wasalam that, Musa, you said that I possess most ilm. Musa, your ilm and my ilm and ilm of all creation is like that 1 or 2 drops compared to the ocean. Your ilm, my ilm, and ilm of all creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, including all prophets. It is like that 1 or 2 drops compared to the ocean, and ocean is the mithal and example of the ilm of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And therefore ulama said that just to explain it to Musa alayhi salatu wasalam. Otherwise, ocean has shore. Ocean has its end. Allah's ilm has no end. And when it comes to this ummah of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, this Wednesday we went through that ayat. I don't know how many of you remember. We went through that ayat. No, not this Wednesday. On Friday, Jummah time, we went through that ayat where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that, O Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the ilm is which is given it to you. Allah is bearing testimony on that, and that ilm is given it to you from that special kamal and ilm of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So revelation came to all the prophets, and revelation came to this ummah. It is unique. It is from the speech of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, from the kalam of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, from the ilm of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This ummah, it is given such an ilm. But again, I feel like crying that every week guidelines comes out, and that is only relevance to your body. You have read from A to Z. You take all the precautions, and I'm not saying don't take precaution. Take precaution. You follow every bit, and this guidelines came from that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which has more certainty than any other guidelines, than any other knowledge. And this guideline has only success, and it is very firm, and it gives you success till eternity. But how many of us read the guidelines, divine guidelines of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the way we read the guidelines of NHS every week? Ask yourself. So Musa alayhi salatu wasalam was said by Khizr alayhi salatu wasalam that my ilm and your ilm is like that. Allah's ilm has no shore. And then they joined. I wanted to explain taqweed. They joined. Some people gave them a free ride into the boat, and Khizr alayhi salatu wasalam made whole. They saw one young beautiful looking young boy. Khizr alayhi salatu wasalam twisted his neck and killed him. They went to one village. People, they did not entertain them, but there was one wall about to fall down. Khizr alayhi salatu wasalam repaired it. And every incident, Musa alayhi salatu wasalam objected that people gave us a free ride and you damaged their property. That innocent child, why did you kill him? And that wall, people of that village did not entertain us. You would have charged them because we were very hungry, and you repaired their wall without any charge. What can you say? So, the previous condition was that please do not interrupt. Do not say anything. And Musa ﷺ kept on interrupting. Ulama said that is what he was supposed to do, because he was the Nabi of Sharia. He was the Nabi of Sharia. And Khizr ﷺ, he was in charge. He was in charge of the Takwini affairs. And what is Takwini affairs? When he broke the secret, he said, that person, that people who gave us a free ride onto the other side of the river, the king who was oppressor, and he used to take every safe and good boat into his possession unjustly. So these people, they would have been deprived from the whole boat. They had done us favor that they gave us a free ride. So I damaged his property little but to save the whole boat. So now now if you ask anybody in the world, what will your logic say? Is it fair or more than fair? What Khizr did, it was more than fair, because they gave you free ride of £2 and you saved their property of £1,000. So it was more than fair. But you are short-sighted. When it comes to the takwini affairs of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, many things are secret. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't relate secret to you. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala related secret to Khizr alayhi salatu wasalam. So in all these three, you must have heard many times. So Khizr alayhi salatu wasalam, he was in charge of takwini affairs. So under this hadith sharif, it is also being discussed that whether Khizr is alive or not. So there are difference of opinions. Some opinions said that Nabi Sallallahu said that whoever is onto the earth, and according to some narrations we come to find out that Khizr ﷺ and Ilyas ﷺ, they live onto the water. They don't live onto the earth. And there are different opinions. But from this hadith sharif, we came to conclude that anybody who makes false claims, they will not be accepted. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us, that vast understanding of Quran and Sunnah, that we measure everything on Quran and Sunnah. And then we conclude. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us correct ilm of Quran and Sunnah. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Ya awwal al-awwalin, ya akhir al-akhirin, ya rahim al-masakin, ya dhal quwwati al-matin, ya dhal manni fala yumannu alayk, ya dhal tawli, ya dhal jalali wal ikram. لا إله إلا أنت زهر اللاجئين وجار المستجيبين ومأمن الخائفين يا مأمن الخائفين إن كنت كتبتنا عندك في الكتاب أشقياء فامحو عنا اسم الشقاء وإن كنت كتبتنا عندك في الكتاب مقطرا علينا أرزاقنا فامحو تخطير رزقنا وحرمان رزقنا واكتبنا واثبتنا عندك سعداء ووفقنا الخير فإنك تقول في كتابك يمحو الله ما يشاء ويثبت وعنده الكتاب. اللهم إنا نسألك فعل الخيرات وترك المنكرات وحب المساكين وأن تغفر لنا وترحمنا فإذا أردت بقوم فتنة فتوفنا غير مفتونين. اللهم إنا نعوذ بك من فتنة المسيح الدجال. اللهم إنا نعوذ بك من فتنة المحيا والممات. اللهم إنا نعوذ بك من الفتن ما ظهر منها وما بطن. اللهم ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. اللهم احفظنا من كل بلاء الدنيا وعذاب القبر وعذاب الآخرة. اللهم ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم. وصلى الله تعالى على خير خلقه سيدنا وحبيبنا مولانا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين برحمته. Make me maaf, I took extra time, but I won't take it during weekdays, inshallah.